Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Drawn of History. Sorry, it's been a while since I've been here. Today we got Nancy Morgan Hart, 5 Loyalists Over a Turkey. Okay, I'm curious about this lady. Wonder how she did. Let's check it out. Well, be sure to like, subscribe for more. Hope you enjoy. Let's check it out.
This video is brought to you by you guys, namely my patrons on Patreon and channel members here on YouTube. Check the links in the description, and now on with the video.
Here we go.
Heroes of the American Revolution.
Woo!
Everybody's got their favorite. Perhaps yours is George Washington for his leadership. An unconventional Christmas present to the Hessians.
Really?
Ooh, one more present. I am
It's
hoping it is
Emerson,
an
it.
Apfelkuchen.
Surprise, bitches!
It is not. Or maybe the Marquis de Lafayette, the
Hey,
French
Lafayette.
teen noble that snuck into America to fight for liberty. Someone should really make a video about him. Maybe 2? Jeez, this video's just started, then you're already plugging others? Shut up. Or who could forget the
Just
swamp
shut up.
fox Francis Marion, who terrorized the British with his guerrilla tactics? Please? Fine.
The
I'll
swamp
check.
fox could
But
be
I'm
out
telling you,
there.
soldier, the swamp fox is not under your rack. See?
It's right behind you.
Perhaps the coolest, most badass hero of the American Revolution
Paul Joel's there.
never wore a uniform, never fought a battle, and never even peed standing up. Enter Nancy Morgan Hart.
Hi, Nancy. Here we go. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Let's go.
Before we talk about Nancy, we must talk about the colony of Georgia, which was pretty unique. For example, it was the last colony to be founded, and by a lot. Like half a
1732.
century after number 12, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
That's like turning 50 and finding out your parents are having another child. Ew, how is that even possible? And why are
I
you guys
don't-
still doing it? Well,
Yeah,
the
I'd be
why
a
of the
little
Georgia
worried, like,
colony
oh,
can be
geez.
answered by one man, James Oglethorpe. King George II, I'm sure you can see the debtors' prisons are simply overflowing. I know. I find it amusing when they all reach out their arms for scraps of food. Makes the place look like a centipede. Yes,
Ew.
well, I
Please
believe
don't
in
do
the
that.
goodness and potential of all people. And I have a vision of a utopia in which those poor souls can start new productive lives in the new world.
That sounds like...
Oh, you're done. Oh, sorry, I was just thoroughly uninterested in every word you said.
Ouch.
It would help England's commercial interests. We could even grow silk. Wormy butt strength? Still not interested. Wouldn't it be nice to have a buffer between the Carolinas and Spanish Florida? A cadre of expendable poor people would be useful, but... And of course, we'd name it Georgia after you. And there it is. Charters
Hey!
approved.
Well, they would
All
say
right,
after.
you miserable angels. Everyone has their
Land
portion
grabs
of
and no
land
slavery,
and
no
thus
problem.
new life ahead of them. I'm just going to dash home to England for more supplies. Please do mind the few rules I've established, and I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Some time later.
I'm back, my
Back.
special
How's it been?
snowflakes. And
Oh.
Wait, why are there land barons and slaves and rum? Has anyone seen Tampa Bay? Screw
No,
those
no.
deadbeats, Georgie. The colony's all yours.
Good luck.
Georgia officially became a royal colony in 1752, and decades later when the American Revolution began, wanted to stay loyal to the king. Still, some Georgians felt it was time to form their own country. Georgians like Nancy Morgan Hart. Anne Morgan,
boy,
better known
split in
as
the middle.
Nancy, was born in or around 1735 in North Carolina or Pennsylvania. Okay, Nancy has become as much a folk legend as she is a historical figure, but for this video I'm going to
So,
use the most credible
blending?
information available, unless it gets in the way of a good fart joke.
Don't.
And we do know that
Yeah, that does sound like a thing for him. So, basically, Legend of Nancy. Hard to distinguish legend from fact, so... Right through me together, I guess. I'm actually kind of curious about this whole thing. Never heard of her. Hit again. I'm from Texas, not Georgia, so... Probably why? Let's see.
she was a real person, if only because of the really famous people she's related to. Nancy was first cousins with Daniel Boone and was aunt-in-law to Henry Clay.
Huh.
There you are, you handsome devil.
Hi, Clay.
You always gonna look this good? Oh my god, someone unwrapped a mummy. Now, Nancy wasn't
Ours.
built like other women. She had fiery red hair, arms like tree trunks, and her eyes were,
Squinty?
yeah, there you go. Nancy also stood a towering 6 feet tall.
Oh, that is definitely not average height for the time.
She was a tough woman, evident by the 8 children she bore.
The 8?
Heck, I didn't even feel the last one. And by the fact that she reportedly dominated her husband, Benjamin Hart. Which is
I'm
totally
curious about
unfounded.
that.
I was a brave and manly volunteer in the local militia and the undisputed head of this household.
Shut up, Benjamin.
Yes, mother. Nancy could come off as super intimidating,
Shut up, Benjamin.
but she did have a soft side, even if her favorite old turkey was the one most likely to see it.
Aw,
They
cute.
look so happy there
It
together.
sounds like the pig
Sure
war,
hope
doesn't
nothing
it?
happens to change that. What? I'm just saying.
You
You know
better
what?
be just saying.
There are
Yes,
quite
ma'am.
a few stories
Sheesh.
about just how tough Nancy was. In one, Nancy and her kids
we
were
didn't get
boiling
that.
some soap when they noticed something strange.
Mama, this wall's gone and grown an eyeball.
Uh-oh.
Is that so? Well,
Be
gather
right
around,
back.
youngins. Mama's gonna teach you how
Oh,
to deal
God.
with a peeper. See, I could splash this soap into that hole, but I'm just as likely to get burnt by the ricochet. But by dumping this entire pot on the ogler's head, his whole face melts and slides off like chicken
Ouch.
skin, and I'm no worse for wear.
In another
Damn.
story, the British
That's what
took
it
the
sounded
city of
like.
Augusta in 1779 as part of their southern strategy. Patriot Lieutenant Colonel Elijah Clark asked his men to sneak into the city as spies, but his men were less than eager to volunteer. Not one of you has the courage to accept this mission?
Oh,
Scaredy
hell, I'll
cats.
do it. Can't believe I'm the only one here not acting like a Nancy, and that's my friggin' name.
Disguised as a man, Nancy
Really?
slipped into the enemy-held city, gathering all the information she could.
Damn, go
So with
Nancy.
our reserves here at Musgrove Mill and more in Carolina, we should be quite secure. Wait a minute, who are you?
Just a loyal Georgian.
Oh yeah? Well, how we know you're not one of those rebels? How we know you're one of us?
You see that ludicrous display last night?
What was Winger thinking, sending Walcott on that early?
Thing about Arsenal is, they always try to walk it in.
Okay,
Hey.
you're good.
That works.
Who's your friend?
That's King George III, of course.
That's a turkey.
Other stories told about Nancy include the time she led an all-woman defense of a fort against a combined British and Indian opposition.
Nancy, come on. Do you really think you and your ladies can stop us?
Yes. That's our answer.
Or later in life when she broke her son-in-law out of prison for decapitating a man and nobody was brave enough to stop her.
Really?
You got a problem? Do something. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But the most famous story is
Wait,
when
why did
5
she break
Tory
them up?
soldiers made the mistake of coming to her front door. See,
Oh,
these
yeah,
Tories
the
were king-loving
Tories.
colonists that fought for the British, and Nancy hated Tories. She had more Tory hate than people watching Saved by the Bell. Tori Scott, played by Leanna Creel, was a character introduced in the 4th and final season of Saved by the Bell, to somehow replace the effervescent Tiffany Amber Thiessen after her contract was up, and Elizabeth Berkley, who apparently left the show to become a stripper. The Tori episodes were scattered haphazardly throughout the final season, creating a confusing mess and marring the send-off to the greatest kids live-action television show ever. You heard me, Disney Channel punks. Come at me. Quentin Reviews can make a 12-hour review of my ass. This has been Explaining the Joke. Now back to the video. Sometime
Also, yeah, I think I actually remember, like, okay, this I remember, like, the British soldiers actually had, like, a rule that they actually could go into anyone's house, and the people would actually be forced to serve them. I think it was, like, the Townshendites? I don't remember off the top of my head. You know what? I mean, I think that's it. I could be wrong. I'm just doing a quick Google search. Give me a second. Your Townshend. X, yeah, here we go. See text. Sorry. Oh, the Courting Act. Okay. My bad. It's the Courting Act. So that's what it was. They compelled the colony of Massachusetts to court British soldiers there in 1768. That makes sense. Yikes. Yeah, but still. I mean, the fact they had to make a law, like, you know, like, they knew about the whole, like, tense atmosphere. Like, you know they were basically sending them to be, like, really, really mad.
Around 1780, 5 Tory soldiers out of Augusta made the absolute idiot decision to pay a visit to Nancy. Hola, Nancy, come out and show yourself.
What are you lot supposed to be?
What's it look like?
Well, you look like a hot dog. They look like used sanitary pads, and that one, well, he kind of looks like Conan O'Brien.
Bugger me, he kind of does.
Anyway,
Hey,
we're
Tory
Tory soldiers fighting in the name of the crown, and we're here because there's word that a rebel Whig came this way. He did, and wouldn't you know it, you just missed him. Went right on down the road not 10 minutes before you turds arrived. Hurry, men, we can catch him.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. But aren't you afraid they'll be right back?
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I got a little something waiting for them.
Sir, here.
What's this?
Oh, let's
I was looking for that wig.
Are you looking for that wig? He's a dastardly fellow, and it's a good thing that we have brave British colonists like yourself out on the prowl. If you want to find him, you'll have to read closely and carefully because they're a...
By dusk, the wig had escaped, and the Tories had realized they'd been duped, and they angrily returned.
Uh-oh.
Nancy, you're lucky we're men of honor and chivalry. We
Are
were
you?
well within our rights to burn your home to the ground. And worse, instead for your dastardly conduct, you will make us dinner. Oh no, my punishment is the reinforcement of stereotypes. Whatever shall I do? Look around, morons. Your Tory friends have already robbed me of everything I have to eat. Not everything.
And then the soldiers made the worst mistake of their lives.
The turkey!
Turkey's on the menu tonight, boys.
Oh, smell the rage!
Nancy, what's a man gotta do to get some water around here? I'll have to send Suki to fetch more from the spring. In the meantime, why don't you have some more of this moonshine?
Hope it doesn't make me blind.
At least we wouldn't have to see her face anymore. Suki, be a darling for Mama and go get some water. Are you sure, Mama? I don't want you to be alone with those men. It's fine, child.
Why do you be here?
Mama's not alone.
Suki ran to the spring to fetch water and to blow the secret conch to alert others of the trouble brewing.
Oh, where's that conch? Where is it? Oh, here. Kill the pig, cut her throat, spill
Not
her
me,
blood.
got you.
Oh, wrong conch.
Whoopsie. There you go.
Suki, what's wrong? A bunch of Tory soldiers are in the house with Mama.
Okay, I'll gather up some men so we can get the drop on them.
Father, they killed Turkey. Oh, God, they're already dead.
Yeah.
Suki returned to the house
they're
to
dead,
find...
How's that turkey cooking, Nancy? He's cooking fine. In the meantime, you boys just drink up. If we have much more
liquor
of
to them
this,
up,
we're all
and
gonna have
then-
eyes like Nancy.
Once she had gotten the Tories nice and liquored up, Nancy turned to part 2 of her plan. Stealthily, she would pass the soldiers' muskets out of the house until...
Hey!
Oh,
Where's the privy? I have to take a tinkle.
This is out back.
Nancy got
Just
back
out
to
back.
her plan, but on the 3rd gun, the soldiers got wise.
Nancy! You hold it right there. What are you gonna do, you old crone? You
Shoot
haven't
him.
got the medal. Now, in the name of the crown, I order you to...
whoa! They lost the
I'll
chain.
do the same to the next one of you that does anything stupid.
Hope you don't mind, but I fixed the toilet paper while I was in there. Put it under, which is the king's way.
Die.
Now surrender your damn Tory caucuses to this Whig woman.
Lads, that's the last gun. She can't get us all. But which one of us is she aiming at? I can't bloody tell. I know. It's like them eyes are trying to meet in the middle.
Holy crap, Nancy. Did you do this all yourself? With a little help. Well, boys, let's take them to Clock Station and hold them there. They ain't going nowhere. Well, we can't keep them prisoners here. I ain't never intended to keep them as prisoners.
I mean, firing squad?
Shooting's too good for them.
And it's said that on that night, the remaining Tories were hanged in the backyard. And as the bodies swayed in the moonlight, old Nancy whistled a familiar rebel tune.
That is creepy. Damn.
Hey, Turkey. Sorry about,
Oh.
you know. Go. Still, if you need a quick pick-me-up, you can check out one of these drawn-a history
There we
videos
go.
over here.
have to check that out sometime. There's plenty more to check out. Oh, there you go. Nancy Morgan Hart. Shot 2 and hung 3. Damn. All over a turkey. But, man, they had it coming. Whoops. I mean, hey, if you got the balls to step into her house, get ready to get... Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.